Have you ever trusted someone very deeply, but later they have betrayed you? Have you faced hurt, pain, not from enemies, but from closest of friends or family members? How do we respond when our heart is crushed, not by strangers or someone we doesn't know, but by the people we love the most? David knew that pain. In Psalm 55 in the Bible, David pours out his heart when his son Absalom rebels against him and his trusted counselor Ahithophel betrays him. So let's walk with David in Psalm 55. David begins this psalm with desperation. Give ear to my prayer, O God. Listen to my prayer. Hear my plea. He feels restless, overwhelmed, attacked by the words and the plots of the enemies. He wishes he had wings like a dove to fly away from all these troubles. Imagine a father betrayed by his own son and a trusted friend turning into an enemy. David longed to escape just like we long to run away from painful situations. Have you ever wished you could just run away from your problems? Where do you run? Into distractions or into God's presence? Away from God or to God's presence? David describes this violence, strife, deceit in the city, but the deepest wound is not from his enemies, but with his own son turned against him and his own well-wisher Ahithophel he turned to enemy to him and insulting him. A knife in the back hurts most when it comes from someone close. That's why family disputes, church divisions, and broken friendships cut so deeply. Who has hurt you the most? The enemy outside, or the friends inside, or the family members within the family? So here, if we see, David went all these situations, he faced all these things, but he just wept and he called on God. He went on tears, he wept a lot, but he called on God. And he said, evening, morning, and afternoon I cry unto you, Lord, and my Lord hears my voice. That's the trust David has on God. Instead of plotting revenge, David cast his burden on the Lord. So betrayal drives us either into bitterness or into prayer. David chose the prayer. So we need to choose prayer to God. Ahithophel eventually took his own life. That is the ending of the story. When his counsel was rejected. Betrayal has a tragic end, but David survived because he trusted in God. He ends this psalm with a call to trust. He says, cast your cares on the Lord and he will sustain you. Betrayal is inevitable, but bitterness is optional. When family, our own friends, best friends, or co-workers hurt us, let's cry to God honestly like David and acknowledge the pain of betrayal. Pray persistently and trust God's justice. And remember this verse, Psalm 55:22. Cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you.